Hello and welcome everybody to Crypto Rosetta. My name is Savage and today we're going to be having a look at VECHAIN. Before we jump into the price action, I just want to say thank you for watching. If you're enjoying the content, please smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and why not turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video. Also, we're happy to hear from you guys all the time, so whatever you want to say, drop it in that comment section down below. Okay, so we're talking about this push to the upside, and I hope those who are following the content within the channel did manage to take advantage of this, but we were talking about this potential of breaking to the upside within the structure. So we have actually broken up into this zone. So now we need to see what is going to happen from here. Basically, we're looking for evidence of this continuation here. And we're looking for this fourth wave to play out here, this bigger fourth wave here into this zone indicated here of this 2091 to this 1894. As this progresses up here, this will change. If we do extend up, it will change the support zone slightly. But I would still be looking potentially coming back into this consolidation range here as a retest and then looking to push up one more time. Basically, within this structure, this would only be invalidated by breaking back but down below this low point here at this 01671. So it is still potentially possible that we actually look to complete an additional fourth and fifth, but for the time being we need to just be careful because we can count this in a couple of ways. So we just need to be careful on the retracement of this. Basically, from completion of this 5-wave move, we'd want to come back and retest some of these lower zones which we talked about in the video yesterday. So if you want more information on that, basically just search a channel and you'll be able to find it. But within that, effectively, what we were looking for is if we do drop down lower and we end up losing, and we drop down lower than this sort of fourth wave area here, what we'd actually want to do is make sure that we maintain sort of at a minimum this 1615, 1665 area. Effectively losing that zone would indicate to me that we're actually going to start to break down here and that this could be just part of a corrective structure within this. We were talking about the potential of forming a zigzag here to the upside. So if that's the case, what we'd be looking for is either we start this from further back and this becomes a flat and then we're going to actually look to break down, or we look at this as the potential of an A and a B and C, or potentially even the start of trend as a 1, 2, 3. But really what we'd want to see is that retracement and that support to be found. So what my sort of logic here is that potentially what we could do within this move is form this 5-wave move and then come back and actually look to retest this trend line. Obviously, depending on how long that takes to play out, what we would then be looking for is obviously if we completed earlier, we could actually look for this to be higher up, and it could be like towards this 50%. But if it takes longer to play out, then effectively what we could see is potentially further down here, maybe towards the 786, depending on how long this move takes. Okay, so let's get into the smaller time frame stuff. So we've actually moved up here into this box area that we were talking about yesterday, this target zone. The thing is, within the structure, it's kind of indicating that we could have a little bit more to this. So there's a couple of ways of reading this move. We can either read this as a complete diagonal into this point, where this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or potentially we can count this as a 1, 2, and then this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into here with a B wave here. So 1, 2, 3, potentially 4, 4, and 5, but I don't like the structure than that. It looks more like a flat to me. So I'm thinking that basically within this structure we have this going on. So from this low point, this is a wave 1, 2, 3. I think we're still within a wave 4. So this is the zone that a typical wave 4 would look to travel. Let me remove some of these lines because I don't need them there anymore. But basically this zone here of this 02187 all the way down to this 02121. So this would be a zone we could be looking to actually interact with. So technically speaking, we could have completed here into this as an A, B, and a C. And actually this is our fourth wave low. And now we're looking to progress up. So the target area off of the current structure would be this 2308 to this 2270. So if we do start to move back up here, effectively what we'd want to see is something like this, where this becomes a 1, 2. We look for that 3, 4, 5, and then we actually land up in this zone. So from there, there's two important things that can happen. So either we're going to move up one more time here, and that's going to complete this move. And that would be looking at basically this whole area over here as a diagonal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into that zone. However, if we're looking at it in the way that we're looking at it here, that could mean we have an additional extension, which means we could look to find support one more time with a fourth wave before pushing up again for a fifth wave. So if we do actually consolidate and drop back down into this zone, what we would be looking for effectively is looking to push up one more time towards the higher end of this box zone. So this 2373 to this 2317. So we've got to give it a bit of room for error when we're doing these micro counting within these waves, because it is possible, like I said, that we can view this as a diagonal into here, or alternatively we can view it as a diagonal in this wave, and then we got two waves here. So we got to allow for it. It is possible, like I said, that basically within this structure we actually have this fourth wave here to come, and then if we do get that, we'd be expecting this additional push to the upside for this fifth wave. If we don't, however, what we'd be looking for is for this fifth wave to come in, and then we'd be looking for this deeper retracement. So this deeper retracement would be taking us sort of towards this, like I said, this 2091 to this 1894 zone at a sort of deeper end of that range. I wouldn't really want to go much deeper than that. If we did, then we would have to start arguing that potentially we have a completed move and we're looking for that B wave retracement, and then we're going to form a bigger structure like this as an A, potentially B and C. So that's what we're looking out for at the moment. I do think that we've got a little bit more upside potential here, and I do think that we could potentially look to move up higher into this range. So that is just something that we are sort of giving it the room for. If we want to argue and say that this is a 1 2 3 4 5, this is a 2, this is a 3 4 and a 5, and we're completed, what we'd actually be looking to do is start to break down from this point here. So if we fail to break back above this 2254, what we can argue is that potentially we're starting to form a structure like this, where we have a 1 2, and then we're going to look for 3 4 5 to the downside. So confirmation of this would only really come by moving much deeper, and what we'd want to see off of the current structure would be a move down towards this 0288, and then effectively that would mean that we'd be looking for a 5-wave move to the downside, which would be a 1 2 3 4 and 5, depending on how the moves play out exactly. We can argue that potentially would come down into this 0276 to this 2056 zone for a single completed 5-wave move. The problem is with this, then it would become too big to just be and it would be on its own, because it's a bit too big to count as a flat correction in this instance. So what we would have to anticipate then is that we would see an ABC move to the upside, and then potentially that continuation to the downside. So that's just something we'd need to be aware of. If we actually do develop a 5-wave move to the downside, it probably indicates that we did complete into this high. And we could actually be looking to take this low point here of this 0156. So those bullish counts, I actually just want to turn that back on. These bullish potentials that we've got marked up here, they get invalidated by dropping down past this 0240. So if we do actually break down and we cross this line, that would invalidate these additional legs to the upside here, and that would indicate that we're looking for that fourth wave we were talking about. However, if and sort of confirmation of that would actually be taking this 1955 area. So yeah, it is sort of an area that we need to pay attention to. If we do come back down here and we break this low, it would be interesting to see if we get a retest on this line again, and then look to move away from there for that fourth wave and fifth wave to the upside. Or alternatively, like I said, if we do start to break down deeper, we've got that support zone from earlier in the video. So just go back and check it out if you need more information on that. But yeah, this is my primary expectation. As long as we hold above this 2121, basically I'm still anticipating that we could look to break up here. However, if we do break down from that and we lose this 2040, then I'm effectively looking for that other fourth wave to come in. Okay, so I hope you found the video useful. If you did, please smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video that we put out, and why not leave us some feedback down below. Let us know if you managed to take advantage to this move to the upside and you saw the video yesterday, or whether you didn't and maybe it just helped protect the position you had within here, or whatever you want to say. Drop it in that comment section below. I'd like to also say, if in the description below there is a link to Discord. Why not come check it out? It's a great place to come chat with like-minded individuals. you know, once you're there, just mention a member of staff. We'll be happy to help you out. Also, in the description below, you'll find a link to BYBIT and to Prime XBT. Both great exchanges, both exchanges we use when we're doing our trading. Prime XBT is for crypto and stocks, commodities, currencies. It really is a sort of a one-stop shop. Also, we use BYBIT just for the crypto side. Really great exchange that's got good risk management tools. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. Hope everyone has a great day. We'll see each other in the next video. Take care out there, everybody.